Hi guys, gals and non-binary pals, welcome back to Budget with Ira. In today's video, we are going to be doing week four. We're going to be doing week 4 of September's budget. Now, I love doing these videos because the check-in is very important to me. It makes me stay accountable for my budget. It makes me know what's going on. But if you remember from last week, I had a very tough week with my spending money. But overall, the budget was going quite well. In today's video, you're going to see a full closeout of September because we are now moving into October's budget. So you're going to see how I spent on my petrol, my groceries, my spending money, any unbudgeted spends as well. And you'll see how well the month went for me. Spoiler alert, it was okay, but it wasn't like an easy month in terms of spending money because that damn dice challenge absolutely wrecked me a couple times. In today's video, we're going to be using the September budget booklet for the last time, and this is out of stock on my Etsy store. However, the October one is definitely still available and you can still get your hands on these, and there are loads of older designs that are available on my Etsy store with a slight reduction on my Etsy store. So treat yourself, bestie, if that's what you're after. Because the last day of this week is the 1st of October, I am going to be flitting in between 2 different budget booklets. It makes sense to me. It might not make sense to you if you're doing your budget that way, but for me it makes perfect sense. So sorry, but it'll be obvious what book we're moving into. So we're doing a check-in, we're recapping on everything. I think I've told you everything that needs to happen today, so let's go ahead and take a look at this gorgeous set of budget booklets. Okay, we are here with the September booklet and we're going to be using this and finishing it up today. But the first thing that I want to do is move over to the calendar page because we have got 6 days to account for here, and then we're going to move into the October booklet and do the first day of October. So I'm going to track my expenses from the 25th of September to the 1st of October. Let's get going, besties. So on the 25th, the Sky bill came out. It was £37. It was more than I expected. And I know why it's more than I expected, because I'm still not accounting for the Netflix bill, and I need to start doing that because, yeah, it's included. That is the correct amount. I keep budgeting not enough for it, but it's out by pennies. It's not the end of the world. The Monday was a no spend day. On the Tuesday, I went to Southampton and I filled up Jake's car. I used my whole £27 for petrol. I didn't have my car at the time, so I just put everything I had into Jake's car. It's a nice thing to do. He does a lot for me, On the Wednesday, we went to Tesco. We spent £49.97 out of our groceries budget. We spent £10.05 out of our household budget. And I spent £3 out of my personal spending budget on that 2 for £3 deal on Pepsi Max. It gets me every time, besties. Then Thursday was a no spend day. Friday was a no spend day. And now we are done with the September calendar. Let's move over and do the last day, which is the 1st of October. So excited about these spooky vibes. So as you know, the 1st is a big day for me bill-wise. So the first bill was my car, £121.67. Rent came out, which was £550. TV license came out and it was £13.37. Council tax came out and it was £175. I'm just moving it here because I just need more room. My car maintenance cleared on this day. I think I paid it on the Tuesday, but it cleared. So that was £506. And that came out of a sinking fund. So it's not money, but that's why it's a different color. And also on the 1st, I paid for my student loan. So my budget allowed for me to clear £300 from that debt. So that's done as well. Okay, so we are done with October for now. We will see it next week, next Wednesday, because we'll start using October's budget. For now, let's move back to September. Okay, now that we are done with the calendar, let's move over to my check-in so we can see how we did last week. Okay, so we're filling out week 4. I'm going to start by filling in everything that I know. Okay, so for spending last week, the dice was not kind to me and I rolled a 20, so I only actually stuffed 10. But for some miraculous reason, I didn't leave the house very much. I've been really busy with advent calendars, so I only actually spent £3, which leaves me £7. For groceries, as ever, we stuffed 50. That seems like the correct amount for us. And again, miraculously, we spent 49.97. It's very easy when you've got a bit of household money left over. So that actually left us with 3p. For petrol, we stuffed £27 and we spent the full £27, so nothing rolled over at all. For household, we didn't stuff anything because we rolled over the £10.31 from the week before, and then I actually spent £10.05, so right up to the line again, and we had 26p left over. We never stuff anything for unbudgeted, but we did spend unbudgeted. It was £6 and that was what was left over. So my bill for my car was £506, but I'd only saved up £500 for it. So it just comes out of the buffer, not the end of the world. So yeah, it's not a deal breaker for me. So last week we stuffed £87. We had 1031 as well left over from household, and we actually ended up spending £99.02, and we are rolling nothing over because this is the closeout for the month. So before we go and check out the budget, let's go ahead and deal with the last remaining bits of change over here. Okay, so we are here with the She's on a Budget penny challenge. I will be doing something with this towards the end of the year, and it will make sense towards the end of the year. However, for now, we are still going to continue to do this because I think She's on a Budget is an incredible creator and we should definitely support her where we can if we choose to. But we're dealing with some money. The first thing I've got is my spending. So this is £7, but I'm not actually going to put this into my adventure jar. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it aside, but the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take £5 and swap it in my adventure jar just so there's some more coins for the future. So I'll swap £5 with a fiver, and I'm going to leave that there for now. So you still be able to see it. Keep your eye on it. Make sure nobody nicks it for me. So there was nothing left from petrol, but we have got this money from household and then bits from groceries. So they're done now. So I've actually got 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 29p. Let's chuck that in the adventure jar. And let's fill in the 29p. Here it is. This is so satisfying to do. It doesn't move as fast as I'd like it to, but I mean, I guess you should be doing one a day because it goes up to 365, but I don't really have the patience for that right now in my life. Penny challenge is done. Let's move over and see what we're going to do with this £7. So if you thought we were doing the 52 envelope challenge, you would be absolutely right, bestie, because we've got a 7 there and it just worked out in my favour. I don't know how I'm going to get the other 4 done, but at least they'll be covered by November's budget, right? So let's go ahead and make this envelope. So I did have a question in the last video about what this glue thing is. This is from Stationery Island. I bought a pack of, I think, 12 on Amazon. It's not amazing, but it literally does the job that I need it to. So if anybody ever buys these made up from me, this is what I use. It's very, very easy to use. Look, that's stuck already. So yeah, I'll link that in the description if I can remember, but everybody knows I am not good at linking things in the description. So that's that done. Let's put the £7 in here. So because I print these on 160 GSM paper, it literally is no need to put a bit of tape on the back because they're just really rigid unless you are putting a load of coins in there. So this is my £7 envelope and we have completed yet another row. Besties, this is so full. I'm gonna have to start like maybe putting them in the side or something. I literally can't wait to unstuff this with you. It's gonna be so satisfying. Okay, so this is where I'm at with the 52 envelope challenge. How much is that actually? Let me get my calculator. 60 quid. Oh, that's so little. That's hardly anything. I'm so glad I started with the biggest numbers first. Anyway, let's move back into the September budget because we need to literally close out the budget. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so here we are in the Paycheck Build tracker. This is probably my most used, most important page in the budget booklet. But we just got a couple bills, well, one bill to basically finish up. So let's go ahead and do that. So on the 25th, Sky did come out. It was not 26. It was it was the correct amount. It was 37. It was £9 more. And then we had some unbudgeted spends, which was £6. So all of that, all coming up together, comes up to 111902. So slightly under, to be honest, and I think that was because gas and electric, that's why. And then we were over in a couple of bits and we were under, yeah, it was a bit of a mess really, but yeah, 111902 is where we were. So when I take that away from what my earnings were for September, that left me with 1,344.24, which is absolutely incredible. So let's move up to envelopes. So spending was 120 as expected, groceries was 200 as expected. Same for petrol, I spent everything, and then household was £40. And you know what? We did so well with our household budget. We had money all the way up to the end, which I was really, really pleased about. So that was 480. And when I take that away from what we had, that gives us 864.24. So let's move over to sinking funds. So this is already filled out because we did extra based on the more money than I was expecting. So we spent £365 on sinking funds. So very light, especially compared to what we're doing for October. And that left us with 499.24. That looks like a price, doesn't it? So student loan, we did take care of. So we did do £200. So that left us with 299. And then we didn't put anything into emergency fund, but we did put 212.56 into pension. So all of that is accurate. So after that, what we were left with is 86.68. Now, that is all buffer, which is like amazing, because if you remember a couple of videos back, I was really genuinely worried about where I was at with my buffer because I had just spent too much, and it was like during the time of the move and stuff like that. So I'm glad to put that much into it. It is like swallowed, like it's there now. So that's really good. So this budget is now closed out, besties. Really what we're doing now is we're moving into October's budget. So we have to say goodbye to September. This budget has done me proud. It really, really has. So now we're moving into October, besties. But we aren't actually using this booklet right now. What we're doing is we're cash stuffing for next week. So we'll see you again next week, bestie. You are beautiful. Okay, so we are here with my binder, and we've also got my 3 new envelopes. So I am gonna transition into A7 after this, and you'll know more about that on Friday's video. However, for now, we are using my October exclusive. We have got a new groceries envelope here. I forgot to do household on the back. So, I mean, saying that, we know household goes on the back. So let's take this £40 that I moved aside for household and put that there now. So that's that done and accounted for, which I've just closed this as well. And then we're gonna go into my binder. So it was fully stuffed last week, and we're gonna be stuffing groceries, spending, and petrol. So let's go ahead and move over to weekly cash. Let's get this all situated and let's get going. Groceries is the first one that we do, and we do £50 a week. So that's 50, and I should be left with 150 for the next 3 weeks. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 20, 30, 40, 50. Perfect. So putting that back, and we are gonna stuff £50 into groceries ready for this week. I keep on closing it. So groceries is stuffed. Love how that looks. Okay, that's done. Moving over, we're in petrol. So petrol is going to get £30. So I've only actually got enough for 2 further weeks, because the last week in this month I'm going on holiday, so I'm not going to need petrol. So this is 60. So 10, 20, 40, 60. And we've got £30 for petrol. So before before I stuff this lovely £30 into my lovely mini envelope, what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll over to my petrol savings challenge. Now, if you don't know, this is my pastel 10-sided dice challenge that's available on my Etsy store. When you buy it, you get a 10-sided dice, and this is the beautiful pink one. There are loads of different options. I just added a spooky pastel orange pumpkin one, so it is really, really nice. I actually should use that for this month, shouldn't I really? But I just love this pink so much. Anyway, what the intention is, I roll this every time I go to stuff my petrol money, and whatever it lands on is what I save. I mark down on the back what I'm going to save, and I've had a 9 a couple times, 10 a couple times. It seems to be weighted heavier this way, but we'll see what happens this week, because it kind of doesn't scare me what I save here, because I don't really need £30, if that makes sense. But anyway, let's go ahead and roll, see what we get, and hopefully I don't swear again this time. 5. Okay, lovely work. That's a nice round number. Let me put this 10 in, and I'll take a 5 out. So that's that there. So that means I got £25 for petrol this week, which is not bad at all. I'm not mad at that. I put 27 in Jake's car last week, so I kind of need to put some money in my car now. Right, that's all done. Lovely. Moving back and removing that dice, let's move over to, not floaty, let's move over to spending. So spending is quite hefty. So I've got £30 for this week. So that's that. So I can't remember how much I should have. I think I should have 260. So I should have £60, which is here for the next 2 weeks. And then the final week I'm going on holiday, so this should be 200. I'm probably going to have to do this every week. 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, and then £60, 10, 20, 40, 60. So that is correct, and that is correct. So that's good. Okay, but before we stuff that, we are moving over to my other dice challenge. So this is my 1050 dice challenge that's also available on my Etsy store. When you buy this, you also get a dice, but this has a lot more peril. This has got 20 sides. So for the last 2 weeks in a row, I have rolled a 20, which is the highest you can get, and I've been left with £10. So I'm genuinely hoping for a smaller amount. So if we look at the back, I have, if I roll a 9, I need to re-roll it or decide on what number I'm going to stuff, but I think I'll re-roll at this stage. But if I get a 20, it will be the last 20, so at least they'll be done. But you know, my luck has not been good with this recently, so let's see what I'm going to get, and let's see what it's going to look like. Oh my word, can you see that? Is that in the camera? I hope it is. It's a 2. Okay, right, what am I going to do? Because I need to take some 5s from somewhere. Right. Okay, let me take 2 5s from here and take that 10 out. Put that into tattoo. And then I need to get some change. Okay, so all of that money that I just put into the adventure jar is going back in. So let's give this 1050 challenge a £2 coin, and that gives me 25, 6, 28. That is basically £30 for the week. That has made my day. Oh, the things I can treat myself to. Thank you so much for being here with me this week. I genuinely appreciate it. I look forward to telling you what I spent my money on, bestie. Hi guys, gals and non-bypass. Thank you so much for getting through to the end of the video. You know I love it when you get through to the end of the video. Please give this video some love. Make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe. And if you are going to comment, please use this emoji. And that is all I have for you this week. I hope you're excited about spooky season, because we're about to go into spooky season, and I'm beyond excited. By the way, have you watched Hocus Pocus 2? I felt a little bit disappointed by it. I'm not gonna lie. I had hyped it up into something that was gonna be really, really big for me, because I probably know Hocus Pocus 1 word for word. I've watched it that many times, but I'll probably give it about a 4 out of 10. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. We have 2 new patrons since the last video, so I'd like to say a massive welcome to Charlene, Kreitz and Mason's Shack. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you to everybody who has supported me in the past. Thank you to everybody who continues to support me. It truly makes my world turn and means so much to me. It makes me know that I'm doing the right thing, so thank you so much. If you would like to support me over on Patreon, please take a look at the link in the description. You will not regret it, bestie. And that is all I have for you this week. Thank you so much for being here with me. The next video is Oh, the next video is a goodie. I can't wait to share that with you. I would like you to have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, have a wonderful budget. Always remember, don't trust Ira. And I will see you again very, very soon. Thanks so much for watching, bestie. Bye-bye.